Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to another episode of Cobra Kai Theory. Today we're going to answer something that I've seen a lot in the comments, emails, and something that has actually been answered by Martin Kove himself with a new interview today, well technically yesterday, with Collider. Now a question I see from a lot of you guys is how does John Kreese at the end of Cobra Kai Season 2 afford running the Cobra Kai Dojo after he took it from Johnny? I mean, he was in a shelter, he wasn't making any money, and we knew this. He was poor. Is he taking a page out of Silver's book? Is he possibly being funded by Silver in the background? These are all questions that are, well, and the silver lining asked to Marty Kove in this interview. So let's react to it, let's check it out, then let's talk about it. And I've got an interesting theory for you guys at the very end of it. So let's get to it.
While you're watching it too. So I'm going to go back to something you already brought up. I have a feeling you might not be able to answer this, but I'm going to go for it. How, at the very end, Kreese has Cobra Kai. How exactly is he paying for it? And could that maybe bring back a certain source of financing into the equation?
Well, I know what you're hinting to, but we can't even go there. But the thing is, I mean, I know exactly where you're going. But the thing is that John Kreese, because I brought that question up, can he afford all this? The bottom line is he's making money from the students there. He's very popular at the end. You know, now the students, based on that fight, you know, in school, that now they want to be on, as everybody does, wants to be on the side of the winners. And Cobra Kai will increase in the amount of students, will increase in the amount of revenue, and being a badass, because Cobra Kai, and Billy says it too, he says, you know, Cobra Kai is badass. It really is. And it doesn't mean you have to go as far as John Kreese goes, from Billy's standpoint today in season 2. But John doesn't feel that way, you know, Sensei Kreese doesn't feel that way. He doesn't feel there's a margin of evil. He doesn't feel that way. It's an instructional procedure to succeed in Cobra Kai, and you will get it if you join. You come in on time. You profess no mercy. You profess mercy is for the weak, and fear does not exist in the dojo. Fear, you know, defeat does not exist in the dojo. As long as you stay on that, he'll always have students. He'll always have an income. He'll always keep Cobra Kai open. And if he doesn't, he'll do what he did with the landlord before, you know. And he is a conspirator, but he really feels it's different if you're a conspirator with a negative approach or you're a conspirator to make the world a little better. John Kreese thinks by his conspiracy, him putting his puzzle together in his own way, he's making the world a better place.
I'll take that tease. You took a potentially huge spoiler question and you turned it into something that was just a good tease to make me even more excited for what's to come.
It's a good question because I know where you're going, but it's like, you know, you can't, because and to be perfectly honest, I don't even know the answer to that question totally. So we'll keep it, you know, the undercurrent of the interview, you know. I really don't even know the answer.
It almost makes me happier you don't know the answer, because I feel like that's a good sign that there's like so much more room to explore as the show goes on and on. Because I've been looking at the comments and interviews that we've been doing, and one of the big ones is that I'm so glad season 3 is coming to Netflix, but make sure like you do more and more. Like we haven't even seen season 3 yet, and people are already freaking out that's like, it's not going to go on after that. Like it's going to be the biggest thing ever.
Right.
Netflix, it's really just terrific.
I'm going to stop this because it's such a good interview. It's a great interview. Go check it out. I'm going to link it below. Watch the full thing. It's about 30 minutes long. Lots of fun info in there for you guys. Bunch of things I want to cover. So obviously he can't talk about Terry Silver because of the fans speculating. This is like one of the most requested things that I've seen, including myself as a fan and in general, is like, I just want to see Terry Silver come back. I know some people are over it, they're tired of it, but he is really the man behind opening the Cobra Kai dojos because he's the one that funded them all. There's always a master and apprentice, and in this sense, with funding them, with opening them, the one who has the power to multiply Cobra Kai, in essence, is Terry Silver. What he said regarding John Kreese's Cobra Kai, right? There's this saying that people who are crazy or people who are evil don't really know they're evil. Because no one typically in their right mind would say, I'm going to go do bad things, I'm going to go do evil things. It's usually coming from a sense of, I'm doing the right thing. This is the way it should be. And that's where two people butt heads. Now in Sensei Kreese's case, he actually thinks that those who show no mercy don't ever lose. And he blames Miguel's loss on the fact that he did not follow John Kreese's Cobra Kai. My students never lose, and this pays true with his entire ideology that Cobra Kai is going to help the world. So sure, he may be flawed, of course, he may be evil, but in his mind, he is doing good, and Miyagi-Do will end people up just like Miguel. Now, what this also tells me regarding Season 3 is that there's going to be a massive influx of participants in enlistees, as Kreese would probably enjoy saying, in Cobra Kai because of how the fight went with the school, with Sam and Tori, Miguel and Robbie, and the Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do dojo. So now that we have the answer from Marty Cove, as far as he can tell us regarding Season 3 and Terry Silver, we have the underlying answer as to how he's able to afford it, because the students are, well, paying for everything at this point because it's so popular, because they want to learn from him. So here's my theory, and I can't even take credit for this because I saw it in the comments in the latest video. And the comments were saying that what if Kreese is taking a page out of Silver's book? In the sense that, remember how Terry Silver said, okay, hey, you know, fix the collar, make me look humble. He really made himself look like a regular working class man, was completely changed from who he actually is, which is this rich schmuck. And in doing so, he was able to fool Daniel to get what he wants until it was the right time to strike. What if Kreese is doing the same thing, just pretending to be poor to lower Johnny's defenses, make him seem human, just for the right time to strike, which is when he did, to allow him to come back, to give him another shot? What if it was all a plan? What if it was all a ruse? What if he is still working with Silver at the end of the day? That's what I think is actually happening here. So with that said, I think maybe in Season 3, we can see that Silver was really behind a lot of this from day one. He was the mastermind that planned everything from Kreese pretending to, you know, be the nice guy, give the trophy back, fix it, this and that. It could be diabolical, as Billy Butcher would say. I'm excited for Season 3. I know you guys are too. We got another almost a year, I hope less than that, but yeah, a long time until Season 3 comes out sometime in 2021. We don't even know yet. Hopefully it's in the spring. That being said, we've got a lot of videos to cover, a lot of fun to be had, and theories to ponder upon and theorize. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Let me know what you thought about this. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day. And remember, until the next one, pain does not exist in this dojo, does it?